Collinwood in 1897, a time of terrifying events that would affect the Collins family for generations to come. On this day, as the sun slowly moves toward the horizon, one man lives in mortal fear. Quentin Collins would trade his soul to hold back the night, for he knows that with the coming of darkness, a curse will be placed on him. But what it will be and how it will destroy him, he does not know.
You must hear me, Jenny. I know your spirit does not rest. But before the sun rises in the morning, you will have the peace you seek. Make this solemn vow to you. Your death will be avenged. There will be no escape for Quentin Collins. His punishment will be worse than death, and he will suffer it all the days of his life.
We will go back to the house now.
No, I want to stay here a little longer.
We must make plans to leave here after tonight.
Leave?
But, when the curse begins to work, our lives will be in danger.
No, Sandor. I know of something that will protect you and me. But the Collins family, they will be in danger. Each of them could be a victim of Quentin's curse. I don't want to leave Collinwood. I want to stay here and watch them be destroyed one by one.
Beth,
Yes, Miss Collins?
come into the drawing room. I want to talk to you. This is for you.
What is it?
A letter notifying you that your employment at Collinwood is terminated.
Terminated?
The envelope also contains 2 weeks' severance pay. You can thank Mr. Edward for that. Frankly, I was against it.
May I ask why I'm being dismissed?
Well, let's say that now that Jenny is gone, your services are no longer needed.
I see. Well, I'm afraid I don't know what to say. This comes as a shock to me.
Well, I don't see why it should. You're only kept on here to take care of Jenny.
And her children. What's to become of them?
They'll remain in Collinsport with Mrs. Fillmore.
But now that Jenny's gone, they could be brought back here.
That's not very practical. I think it would be rather difficult to have 2 infant children suddenly arrive at the house.
The only way would be to tell the truth. That the children belong to Jenny and Quentin Collins.
You know that's impossible. Quentin must never know about those children.
I know that Edward and you decided that a long time ago. But I never understood why. It seems to me that Quentin should know about them.
You seem to be very concerned about Quentin lately, don't you?
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that your infatuation for my brother has not gone unnoticed. The servants have been whispering about it for over a month.
Is that the real reason I'm being dismissed?
The reason for your dismissal is stated in the letter.
Thank you.
Quentin? Where have you been? I've been looking for you.
Carrying out my end of our bargain.
You spoke to the two gypsies?
Yes.
And?
Everything's settled. You'll be rid of all of us by nightfall.
Splendid. Where are you going?
Oh, don't tell me you care.
Not at all. I simply want to know where to send your mail and refer any creditors you might have accumulated.
You do think of everything.
I try to. What are you doing here?
I've come to pick up my sister's possessions. Or have you also buried them?
I will have Beth get Jenny's things together. They'll be ready this afternoon. In the meantime, I suggest you pack your own things, so you'll be ready to leave tonight.
What makes you think that Sandor and I are leaving?
Well, if you think you're going to be given more money than you've already gotten.
I would not take any money from you. I would not take a penny from you. You have always treated us very badly because we are gypsies and inferior to the great Collinses. But we are faithful to one tradition that you do not practice. We do not betray our own flesh and blood.
You didn't take the money.
Of course not. I gave it back to your brother, the murderer.
All right, Magda. That's enough.
Oh, you're beginning to get frightened now that the time is drawing closer, huh?
I'd advise you to try your silly curse on someone else. I'm leaving Collinwood tonight.
You think that leaving will stop the curse? No, you cannot escape it, Quentin, no matter where you go.
Get out of here!
Whatever you say. I will send Sandor for Jenny's things.
You are an unspeakable liar.
I confess. You're absolutely right.
Give me that money.
No. The money I'm keeping.
You have no right to it.
You want me to leave Collinwood, don't you?
Yes, but you agreed to get the gypsies to leave, too.
I did my best. I'm sorry, but for once they didn't seem to be interested in money.
Then you didn't keep your end of the bargain.
Oh, stop complaining. I gave you a signed agreement waiving all my rights to the
I'll
ball.
give it back to you.
I don't want it back. All I want to do is get out of here, but I can't do that until I have a small financial stake.
I hardly call $10,000 a small stake.
No, you may be right, but I'm not as good at pinching pennies as you are.
Quentin, give me that money.
You want the money, Judith? Sue me. What are you doing?
Packing the rest of Jenny's things.
Oh, good. When you're finished, you can start packing your own things.
Why?
We are leaving Collinwood tonight.
We?
You and I.
I see. Then I don't have any choice in the matter, do I?
I thought you wanted to go with me.
I thought so, too.
What does this mean? You're changing your mind?
I don't know. So much has happened.
Beth, I gotta leave Collinwood whether I like it or not. Now, I want you to go with me. I assumed you knew that.
Strange. I never thought before about leaving Collinwood.
Well, you can start thinking about it. You're not needed here any longer. I can't see any reason why Judith would want to keep you on.
Miss Judith has dismissed me from my job.
Well, then there's nothing more to think about, is there?
I suppose that would be true. If I didn't have the memory of Jenny.
Beth, you can't afford to start thinking about Jenny now.
I can't help it thinking about her. That pathetic, sad face. The way she looked at both of us just before she died.
It's something that couldn't be helped.
Was it?
What do you think, I killed her deliberately?
I don't know. I guess that's why I feel the way I do. I'll never know.
Well, I didn't. I was trying to protect the two of us. She had a knife in her hand. She would have killed us.
Oh, Quentin, please don't talk about it anymore.
Now, look. Are you coming with me?
I don't know.
Beth, you have to leave Collinwood anyway. I mean, you don't have any reason to stay here, do you? Or do you? Beth, will you please answer me? Do you have any reason for wanting to stay at Collinwood?
I guess I don't.
Well, are you going to go with me?
I'll let you know, Quentin. Later this afternoon.
Now, look, this afternoon's going to be...
I come for Jenny's things.
They're all ready, Sandor. Come in.
This is everything?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute, Sandor. I want to talk to you.
We don't have nothing to say to each other.
I think we do. Beth, will you excuse us?
Well?
I'll come right to the point, Sandor. I think you're a very practical and sensible man. I'm prepared to make you a very handsome proposition.
You got a short memory, Quentin. Your proposition has already been turned down.
This proposition isn't quite the same. Now, I offered you and Magda $10,000. Now, I'm offering the same amount to you alone.
And you expect me to take it?
Oh, you didn't fool me down at the old house, Sandor. When I mentioned that kind of money, your eyes bulged.
Of course, it ain't easy to turn down $10,000.
Well, take it. Keep it all for yourself. Magda need never know about it.
And if I take it, what do you expect from me?
Being a gypsy, you know as much about the curse as Magda does. Am I right?
Maybe.
Well, when she places the curse on me, after she's done it, you remove it.
How?
Whatever's done can be undone, even a gypsy's curse.
It might be true, but I wouldn't know how to undo it.
Sandor, we are talking about $10,000 in cash. It will all be yours.
How miserably you fail to understand us, Quentin.
Now, you can stop preaching to me if you don't mind. You would cut your best friend's throat for 1/10 of what I'm offering you, and you know it.
Of course you are right. Of course you are right. It hurts me to see $10,000 slip through my fingers. But it would hurt me even more to lose Magda. That is why I can't betray her.
Sandor. Now, wait a minute. Listen. I'll give you all the money if you just tell me what the curse is.
What good would it do you to know?
I want to know what to expect, so I'll be ready for it.
You're beginning to sound desperate, Quentin.
Will you tell me what it is?
No, I think you should wait and find out for yourself.
No. Maybe you can't tell me, because maybe there's nothing to it. Nothing at all. Just a lot of gypsy gibberish, like Edward said.
You don't really believe that.
Why shouldn't I believe it? If it were anything I should be afraid of, you would tell me, all right. You would relish telling me.
You have only a few more hours, Quentin. Only a few more precious hours. How much longer, Magda?
Oh, be patient, Sandor.
You know I don't like graveyards.
In a few minutes, the sun will disappear over the horizon, and then the moon will rise, and it will be time.
Will it take long?
For us, it will take a few moments, but for Quentin Collins, it will last a lifetime.
I'm in.
You decided to come with me, huh?
Yes.
Hey, well, you don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
Quentin, why do you want me to go with you?
Are you serious?
Yes.
But I think it's been obvious for a long time. I love you, Beth.
I see.
Hey, now, what's the matter with you?
I've had a great deal of time to think about us since the other night.
And?
If we're going to go away together, Quentin, we must start by being honest with each other.
I don't know what you mean.
You don't want me to go with you because you love me. Because I'm not sure you do, Quentin. I'm not sure you love anyone.
That isn't true.
You want me with you because you're the kind of person who can't ever be alone or do anything alone. People don't mean anything to you, Quentin. You use them. And when you're tired and bored with them, you discard them in favor of new ones.
If that's the way you feel, why have you decided to come with me?
I love you. And I care about what happens to you. Every instinct of mine tells me not to go. But I'm going with you anyway.
But you won't regret it. Believe me, you won't regret it. Now, let me take your bags to the carriage.
No, not yet. There's something I have to do before I go.
What is it?
A personal matter in Collinsport.
Beth, there isn't time. Now, look, it's going to be dark in a few minutes. We got to get out of here.
I'm sorry, Quentin, but I must go.
Beth!
The moon is in the sky. Sandor, it is time. Let my voice be carried by the wind. Let it be taken to the surrounding countryside. Let it be heard by all the tribal chiefs and prophets, by the masters of the chains, by the guardian of the 12 days. I speak for one of us who has been struck down, and for whom we must secure justice. Listen. Hear my words. Honor my wish. I place this curse upon Quentin Collins and upon all his male kin of succeeding generations.
No! No!
Please, Quentin, let me go.
Not until you tell me what it is you have to do in town.
I can't tell you.
Then forget it and come with me.
It will only take a few minutes.
Don't you understand? We don't have a few minutes.
Why not?
Because it's getting dark out and the gypsy told me that by tonight...
By tonight what? Quentin, what is it?
Pain. Pain. I never felt anything like it. It's like tearing my insides. I can't bear it, Beth.
There must be something I can do.
No, I feel like I'm going to die.
No.
Beth, get a doctor, quick.
Quentin.
Just tell her before it's too late.